Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome if you're new. Hello, my name is Kelly. Welcome to Deep Soul Tarot. And if you are returning, welcome back. We're doing this Cusp readings again. They have started. So we are doing the Gemini Cancer Cusp reading because I know Geminis. I wanted to do this during Gemini season. I'm sorry, Geminis. But this energy is fluid. So energy is fluid, and these are timeless, is what I meant to say. And so it doesn't matter when you watch this. But this is actually, the energy is, I'm focusing the energy on, I'm going to say maybe the next 30 to 60 days. But it can also move forward. Again, energy is fluid. Time is an illusion. These can apply anytime. And again, it is for the Gemini Cancer Cusp, those who are born on the cusp. Now, I looked, and there are two different dates. So I'm including the 17th. I always thought it was the 19th, but apparently it's the 18th. But then another site says the 17th. So we're going to go from June 17th through the 23rd of your birthday, right? But if you're watching and you weren't born on the cusp, that's okay. Maybe there's some messages in here for you, whether you're a Gemini Cancer or any other sign, or maybe you're a cross watcher, Everybody's welcome here. But hello to all the Geminis and Cancers out there. Happy belated birthday to all the Geminis, and happy early birthday to, well, they're still, let me think, no, I think the 20th or 21st. When this comes out, there may be one more day of Gemini season, but I've got the summer solstice coming when I'm recording this. So, yeah. So, being that it's the 20th, I'm thinking that tomorrow is, I think it's the summer solstice. I'm just so wigged out from everything going on. I have to work this weekend, and I'm kind of freaking out about that. All right, let's do one more shuffle, and we'll get into this. Before I start, hold on. I just have a few words. Don't click off. I'm just going to read some notes because I just thought this was cool for people who don't know. Oh, also, I am going to start a Cusp channel. I was going to delay that because I started, for those who are Cancers, I started a Cancers only. It's called Chariot Around the Moon. If I knew how to do links in the description box, I would do it. But that is the name, and I'll see if I can try to figure it out and put it down there. But this Gemini Cancer is the cusp known as they're saying, the cusp of magic, which I find very cool. So it blends the intellectual and communicative nature of Gemini and the nurturing and emotionally depth of Cancer. So dual-natured, which is kind of cool. And more so if you have it in your chart as well. If you have, Cancer in your chart, if you're a Gemini, or vice versa. There's an emotional sensitivity attuned to emotions, and sometimes moody, and maybe get emotionally exhausted. Cancers are very sensitive, and water signs. But the air signs, not that they're not sensitive, they are. They got the feelies, but they are more analytical in things. And so they don't get hung up on emotions as much as Cancers do. Sorry about jiggling the camera. There is a need for connection, so intellectual companionship and emotional bonds are important to people born on Gemini Cancer. And then there's also a childlike wonder. There's curious and a sense of wonder. So comment down below if any of these terms, describe you. That's what they had on there, and I thought that was interesting. But I am a cusper. I'm a Cancer Leo cusper. So I am very interested in cusps. That's why I want to start the channel, because not only am I going to do readings on there, I'm also going to dig deep into what it means to be a cusper, maybe get more information on each cusp, just like that has facts, get a little bit more. It's interesting to me. All right, here we go. I know, I hear you guys. Come on, get into it. We want to know what's going on. Sorry. If you haven't seen any of the other videos, I have a bunch of daily videos. These are all timeless. Weekly and monthly. And so for the month of June, we're almost into July now. But if you haven't seen those, check them out. And if not, and there's going to be cards in here. And at the end, I have stuff at the end of the video. But if you're not subscribed, do subscribe. Join the tribe. Like, share, subscribe. And this way you'll know when I upload more. I'm doing zodiac signs. So if you subscribe, if you're not already, you'll know when I upload videos. All right, I'm going chatty. And no, I do have Gemini on my chart, though. Just saying. All right, my dears. My Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers, my beautiful peeps. We have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. 5 of Swords in the World. And the Lovers. Now, there's the Gemini card. That's Queen of Coins. Thought it was Queen of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords under here. So let me just touch on this because I don't know about those, but we'll get to that in a minute. This 5 of Swords kind of intrigues me because the Emperor is a card about control. Now, it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. But this 5 of Swords, air energy, this fire energy, air energy, for those who don't know. The Emperor is Aries energy, Mars. It's how you deal with conflict, right? And so, with this 5 of Swords, you know, somebody may have said some nasty words to you, but say it 2 ways. I'm hearing that you're thinking you have control of the situation. You may have told somebody off, put them in their place, but was it worth it? You know, I see this as kind of like you pick and choose your battles because winning isn't always what's important. You know, isn't always what's important in situations, most of the time. I mean, of course we want to be the higher up and we want to win, but at what cost? So this is the end, a completion of something. So with the Lover's card right behind it, which is a Gemini card, could be a love situation, doesn't have to be, but because this is the completion of something for some of you, either you've gotten out of a relationship or you're about to, possibly. I just feel like there was some sort of conflict. Now, usually I see the Lovers as the divine masculine and feminine within us as individuals. So, let's get into the reading, and then maybe I'll retouch on this, but there's the word control, maybe overconfident. Now, I usually see that if the card comes in reverse. Alright, I haven't done these in a while, the cusp readings. So, let's see, your current self, Ace of Cups. So, well, it could be a love offer. Maybe this is a new love. Maybe you're getting involved with an Aries. Doesn't have to be, but when the signs come out, I point them out. Let me just see if there's anything else in here besides, of course, Gemini. You could be involved with another Gemini. If you're a Cancer, you could be involved as well. Queen of Coins, Earth signs, the Star, there's Aquarius here. Okay. Your current entry is the Ace of Cups. So I'm hearing right now, excuse me, dry mouth. Probably from yapping so much. You're filling your own cup. You are focusing on a new beginning. Ooh, I just heard focusing on her new story with you as the star, as the main character. You're focusing on your needs, your emotional needs right now. Now, we'll see as we move along. So it could be a love situation with the Lovers and now the Ace of Cups. Now this is, okay, let me see, this is the what for the month? The theme for the month. Sorry, I have it written so I don't forget. Judgment. Okay, so this is, boy, this is an interesting energy. You've had that aha moment, Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers. You have had an aha moment in some sort of situation. And your current energy is you're filling your own cup. You're doing your own thing. Doing your own thing. What was under the Emperor? Oh, the 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords is some sort of conflict. Words have been exchanged. Something has been said. Maybe you're not communicating with somebody anymore. It's like you've taken control of the situation because maybe you were letting it, I don't know, being passive about it. Well, let's see. Let's move forward and let's see. Well, your key goal for the next 30 to 60 days, whenever that may be, is the Four of Swords. Now, you just had the Five of Swords over there. So the Four of Swords is taking a moment thinking about the truth of the matter. I'm hearing that this may not have been an easy decision for you. But you've come to realize that it was time for you to take control, so you either weren't taken advantage of, or maybe you weren't being treated right. And it doesn't have to be a love situation. It can be, but it could be friends. Friends with benefits, friends, family member, or just a situation like a work situation. There's something here that has got you mentally combative, almost, defensive, whatever you're dealing with, and then also emotional, where you're like, you know what, I've got to take control of the situation. You've gotten that aha moment, you've seen the light, and you're like, I'm not doing that anymore. Taking this time out, briefly, to just kind of regroup, to just sort of recharge, taking time away from the situation, or the person, or it could be people. With the Lover's card, there's two. Maybe it's just that your life is out of balance, and you're now paying attention to your emotions and thinking about it and making decisions that are filling your own cup. Okay, let's see what actions you can take. Hanged Man. Boy, this is really about reflection. So, Gemini, Cancer, it's really time to take spiritual reflection. I heard something else. Hold on. It's a transformative period for you. You're seeing things differently right now. You're seeing this whole situation differently now. So there may have been some sort of, I'm feeling energies. There may have been some sort of argument, battle, words may have been said, unkind words from you, from someone else. And it's all come to a point where you're like, I just need to be alone. So I know I'm a Cancer, so I know that for me, I crawl into my little shell. I'm a recluse, though, so I'm pretty much in my little world all the time, most of the time. Sometimes I can be social, but I know Geminis, because I have a ton of friends. Almost all my friends are Geminis. I love Geminis. And I know that Geminis need their time alone as well. So you may need some time, Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers, some time alone with your thoughts. And so you've taken control of the situation, but not in a bad way. It's just that you put your foot down and said, I need some time alone. And you had that aha moment, and now you're like suspended. It's in suspension. It's almost like being in limbo right now. You're in limbo right now, trying to decide. This scarab beetle is transformation. So it's being in touch with your higher self and doing what's best for you right now. In a non-selfish way. There's nothing wrong with that. So the actions you can take right now, the Ace of Staffs. So I'm liking this for you Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers, because this time alone has given you inspiration. This is a new beginning for you. You've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Staffs. You've got the emotions and the passion. It's a new beginning, but you're not tentative about it. You're excited about it. You're excited about this. So you may have made some, well, that's a device card over there. You may have made some sort of decision that, or thinking about it, and you're starting to think about the next step. What can I do in the next step? All right, let's see your advice. The Queen of Staffs, the Queen of Wands. There's, okay, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Here we go. Now, for some of you, I'm so sorry about jiggling the table. It's hard for me. I need to lean. I need to lean. I just moved too much. You may be in a twin flame connection. There may be a twin flame. I may do a twin flame reading because I've been in a twin flame situation too. But it hasn't been a part of my life. But all of a sudden I had dreams about this person and blah, blah, blah. That person is a Gemini, by the way. Beautiful person. I love him to death. I still love him to death. We're not together. He's in a different state, blah, blah, blah. He's a beautiful soul. Love him. So I hope he's happy with what's going on in his life because he deserves it. He's a good person. Anyways, you have the divine masculine, divine feminine. So it's like, both of these energies I am feeling is these energies with the Four of Swords and the Hanged Man. You're taking a step back and watching what's going on around you, thinking, observing, evaluating, and seeing how this can evolve to, what's the word I'm looking for? Help you move forward, enhance your situation. It's inspiring you to move forward because there's something in here that may not have been right. And you're now aware. You realize it now. Okay? We're going to get this Five of Swords and we're just going to get rid of it. And we're going to clarify these and see where we're going here. Alright. I miss doing those. It's a long story. And I will put my story up here at some point. I just don't like being on camera. Camera shy. But it's taken me away from the channel for a period of time, and I missed it. And I'm in a situation now where I'm at now where I don't have any of my cards with me, and I miss them. You know, I want to reach for certain ones, and they're not here. We're going to try to fix that, but yeah. All right, let's clarify these. Let's see what's going on with this Ace of Cups. I love divine masculine and divine feminine are both here. Energies, only energies, people, doesn't matter your gender. We all have both within us. Ace of Cups. Being defensive. Protecting yourself. Protecting, I'm hearing your value, your feelings. Protecting your feelings. It's like maybe your feelings have been hurt. And you're protecting yourself. You realize that now, that this just is, maybe to you it feels toxic, whatever the situation, whether it's love or not. The Judgment card here, the Sun. Yes, see, you've seen the light. It's become crystal clear right now what you need to do. The horn is blown. The horn's blown. Yes, the Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers realize now what they need to do. But now they're just sitting back and observing and figuring out their next steps because they're ready. They're ready to move forward. They really are. They just need, you all need a timeout. All right, look out. Here come Cancers and the Geminis. Here they come. Four of Swords. The Ten of Staffs. Okay. So you've been carrying a burden here. You've been dealing with this for a while. Many of you. I don't know about all of you. And again, this is general. May not resonate for all of you. I have a playlist, so if you need to go back and check this out again, it's in the playlist. The Cusps. Cusp readings. And there's some old ones in there if you want to check them out. They're timeless as well. You've been carrying this load for a while. And you're like, you know what? See how the person is holding the one staff? I'm done. I'm taking my staff. And I'm moving on. The more I think about this, sitting in your room or your car or wherever you maybe you go to the ocean like I do. I think when I'm at the ocean, I hear the ocean waves. You're done. You're done carrying this burden. You're done carrying this on your back. You want to be free. So it's almost like you just hung yourself up in a tree, and it's like, I want to see this in a whole different way, and dang it, I'm going out with my friends, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to have drinks. We're going to go to the club. We're going to dance. I want to have some fun. There's been some sort of restriction here that you're not happy with. Ace of Staffs. Seven of Coins. There you are carrying the coins now. First you're carrying the staffs, which are wands. The Seven of Coins. This card can be seen in different ways. You've come a long way and you've built up, these coins. But now you're at a point where, again, you're taking there's a lot of pauses here. You're taking a big pause and going, why am I, there's that scarab again, the transformation. See, there, anywhere else? I thought I saw it one other place. No. Okay. It's like, you know what? I don't really want to be on this path anymore. I'm going to take the coins that I want, take some of these other coins off, and I'm moving on. Going on a road trip? There's the Justice, Queen of Staffs. Okay. The truth has come out. The truth has come out, and the scales need to be balanced. Maybe you feel more balanced on your own, out of this situation, out of this relationship, away from this particular person, whatever the case may be. You have the Emperor and the Queen of Staffs. The masculine, divine feminine, it's balancing out. It's all coming clear. It's the truth will prevail here. So you're seeing it for what it is. There's no sugarcoating. There's no rose-colored glasses. You are now seeing it for what it is. You are now seeing this for what it is. And taking action. The Hermit. Now, this is a Virgo card. Could be dealing with the Virgo, but don't have to be. There's that time away. Soul searching. There is that Five of Swords again. Hold on. And we're going to get to the cards under there. There's the Five of Swords again. But this time what I see is you're thinking about this Five of Swords situation. Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers. And you are doing that soul searching and going, you know what? I hated that happened. But, this may be... This card is not a card of a blessing in disguise, but it's like pick and choose your battles. And I almost hear you saying, I'm not doing those petty little, teenager or whatever battles anymore. It's stupid, and I don't want to be involved with that. You have the the Temperance here and the Nine of Cups. The Temperance card, Sagittarius card, for anybody who's dealing with the Sagittarius, and the Nine of Cups. The Temperance card here is basically the ultimate alchemist. You are taking a situation that may not be the best and transforming it into something else, balancing it out again. Basically what this is showing is turning water into wine, taking something that and purifying it, taking something that is not all that, water is important. So if you say water into wine, but it's a transformation that is not, you don't just pour it into a cup and turn it into wine. You are at a spiritual, balancing your physical life with your spiritual life and being in touch with your spiritual higher self. You are now seeing the situation and you are in your comfort zone. So you are again alone. Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers. You're alone, and I'm just so grateful for this. This has taught me something. This time alone, I cherish my time alone. And your emotions, your emotions are much more. I didn't turn it off, did I? Oh, I know. Okay, I thought I hit it and turned it off. Your emotions are much more, I'm going to say level. I can't think of the word now. I got distracted by that. You're at ease now, and you're mastering yourself. You are taking this opportunity, and you weren't sure about it, but you are now. This is like the Holy Trinity, me, myself, and I. You're at peace with your mind, your body, and your soul with what you've done. And now you're ready to take that first step to the next, whatever the next thing is. All right? So you have the Hermit and the Emperor. The Emperor is taking control, and the Hermit is you're taking control and taking time out. There's time out all over the place here with the Four of Swords, the Hermit, and the Hanged Man. You need a time out. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You are taking a self-imposed time out. Because you're seeing things clearly. You're seeing for what it is, the truth. The truth has become clear. Thank you, my beautiful Gemini Cancer souls. I hope this was helpful to some of you at least. And again, take it as it resonates. It may not all resonate for everybody, or maybe it doesn't resonate now, but in time, because I have conducted these. So these readings, these are timeless, whenever you watch it, but I have the next 60 days from whenever you watch this in mind. So moving forward, be aware of that energy that could be coming. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. I said it's going to stop soon. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.